Welcome back to the Kennedys. I wanted to talk a minute about genetically modified foods, specifically watermelons. I miss when I was younger, you could get a true black diamond watermelon with seeds, and they were so sweet, so good, unlike the genetic watered down seedless crap you get from the store nowadays. And I find the only way to get a good seeded watermelon is to grow it yourself. This is homegrown watermelon. And in order to keep it going, I remove the seeds. I lay them out on paper towel, get them dry, and then store them over winter. I'll put them in the planter cups, the little cardboard planter cups. I'll fill it with dirt once they're completely dry, and I'll poke these seeds down in them. Probably 3 in each one, 3 or 4 seeds. Cover it with a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of dirt. And then come spring, I pull them out, set them outside in the sun to get rained on, and they'll start to sprout. You take those sprouts and you plant those sprouts, and then you get watermelon plants that grow watermelons. You don't want to do early spring for watermelon. Late May, June, when it starts to really get hot, that's when I'm going to do watermelons. I missed this year's planting. It's good to learn certain things like garlic. You can plant them in mid-August and have garlic towards the end of the year. There's a lot of different plants, beets, turnips, things of that nature, that it's better to plant towards the middle of August and harvest before winter and store. If you learn your plants and you do it right, you should be able to have food year round. Now, we don't have a root cellar, and a root cellar is detrimental to storing food if the power goes out. And that is something that I want to incorporate into our properties, but in a root cellar. But I figured I'd share. Not any run-of-the-mill store-bought stuff, but if you go to the natural food store and you buy organic foods, save your seeds, set them out on paper towels, let them get dry, remove all moisture from them, and you don't want to put them. I've made the mistakes of just putting pieces of fruit in Ziplocs, and what happens is it molds and mildews and starts to sprout and rot because it's trapped. You want to wrap it in something like paper towel or a paper bag, something that will keep the moisture out of it so the seed will be dry. And then put it in dirt that's completely dry, and then spring, bring it out, water it, and boom, you got starts. This works for cucumbers, cantaloupes, watermelons, zucchinis, yellow squash, just tomatoes, so many of your foods, bell peppers, jalapenos, all these foods you can do this with. And I'm going to finish cutting this up. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of honey on it and enjoy some real seeded watermelon. If you don't like watermelon, sorry. If you do, try drizzling raw honey on it. Some people do salt, some people do sugar. I do put a tiny bit of salt and then I drizzle the honey. But if it's not as sweet as you like, try it with honey. Thank me later. Have a good day.